I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to be back.
So, before we get started, please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share. We're actually live right now, so if you're in the live watching, go ahead
Welcome.
and go wild in the comments.
Thanks for joining.
Um, so this is we're already in the international break. So, as we usually do, while the real football is away, we will be away. So you can catch us when the Premier League returns in about 2 weeks from now. But yeah. Anything you'd like to add, Zach, before we get started? How you doing? I'm
Doing good. Doing good. Another match week. Lots to talk about.
yeah. We have our topics, and at number one, Cole Palmer again making the headlines, winning England Player of the Year. I asked it last time. Is he the best player in the Premier League? And we've received a response that he's at least the best English player.
Mm-hmm.
And this was voted by his peers. So Wayne Rooney. Okay. I don't think we've even seen Cole Palmer at his best.
No, there's more to come. There's a lot more to come from this kid.
Just continues to amaze. He's just gonna keep going. Because even when he doesn't score or assists, you see the play, and it's like how wait, how do you decide to do that in a split second and just like embarrass grown men?
He already decided before he gets the ball. That's what people don't understand about great players. Before they get the ball, I'm saying we, like I'm a great player. Yes. Before we get the ball, because I played midfield, so I understand and he plays center attacking mid, pretty much a similar position. So before we get the ball, you're playing in pockets of space, so you have to already know what you're going to do with the ball before it even touches your foot. So that's why, like, the things that he's able to do, oh my God, it's just because his mind on the game is just on a different level.
He's locked in at all moments. It's like it's very unpredictable, this play. Even when you think you know what he's gonna do, he's already 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, he's thinking, and it's not just that he's thinking the game too. It's like a lot of this stuff that he does. You can just tell it's like he's playing on the playground, and that when you can do that on that stage, man, the sky's the limit.
He's he did get an assist this weekend.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I guess I don't think we don't glaze Cole Palmer. He's just that good. I think
He doesn't need glazing. He
like
glazes himself by putting up goals and assists. Like, what do you mean glaze him? He glazes himself. He kings himself by making sure that we see him score a goal or an assist every weekend. So we're not doing this. He's making us do this. We got to talk about
it. Just Man City fans, the salt is starting to come out slowly. From we wish him all the best, and we didn't need them, to y'all are glazing him. Like, come on, like that's a whole lot of goals. Like, that's
all I know is take Cole Palmer off our team. were hapless. Take phony Phil off of Man City.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
There you
I
go.
mean, once again, it's not hate. It's just a fact. Look at the beginning of the season.
Yep.
They don't need him.
Oh, they're resting him. Okay.
No,
Cool.
he's injured. Might be pregnant again. Who knows? Have mercy on him. But yeah, speaking of Man City, they won I don't even know, what did they win? A case against the Premier League, in which, if I understand correctly, they proved that the league unfairly applied their associated party transactions. So basically, they were able to prove that the Premier League broke its own rules when it valued sponsorship deals by owners and sponsors. And they also won the two cases they had. And while it wasn't a win, I would say it's more of a stalemate, where it's like Premier League are now like have been judged to basically not know how to enforce their own rules correctly. And that is
Pretty much in a nutshell.
yeah, it's a little win. It's a big win actually for a lot of clubs, especially clubs with foreign ownership, oil money clubs, Newcastle, even
Well,
Chelsea.
you know what I think about this. I say, excuse me, screw it. Let them spend. We'll beat them. We'll still beat them. But let them spend.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And also,
That's my take on it. But hey,
it's one thing if the rules were solid and were agreed on and just blatantly broken. But after all this, it's like, yo, the rules are just illegal and anti, I think they call it anti competition.
wholesale challenge.
Yeah, so I think this is definitely, even though City didn't like win anything,
Man City, they played the racism card. That's funny.
yeah, they said they were treated unfairly
Discriminate
when they
against clubs
discriminated
with
against.
ownership from the Gulf region. That is hilarious.
I mean, if you look at the clubs they're coming for, they might have a point there, but
I mean,
all
hey, in today's woke culture in UK, it's a very good argument.
yeah, but
It's
the things
actually a
are,
really good. It's a clever argument.
well, it is. It's kind of it's what's that word? It's not funny. It's ironic because like England in the past couple years has become very anti-foreigner with Brexit and all that, everything going on. So it's like for them to lose using their own rules against them, it's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot with that one. So.
Yeah, the people are probably anti like
But
immigration
the
and stuff,
government,
but the government,
the
they
government needs
encourage,
them.
they pay people to immigrate there.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you look at England's national team, how many black players do we have there? So it's like, you know, but hey, they can play that card if they want. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
I
that.
mean, they
I
have to
don't, I
play.
don't,
They have to play every card they have.
yep,
They play. They're like, yeah, whatever. We're gonna do
yep.
it anyway. So
You're being
apparently, this case
racist.
this case isn't like linked to the 115 charges, but it's making even me doubt that City actually did anything wrong. Because if all it is that they overspent
That's all it
and
is.
they went above the limit, it's like, well,
Yeah, I think it's all BS. The Premier League is just trying to institute some kind of spending rule to do
yeah.
something.
But if it's like
What's the point?
if they were really making like off the books payments, then they will get charged for that. But it remains to be seen. They denying all charges, and they're not leaving any stone unturned. They're spending all the money that they're accusing them of spending
Mm-hmm.
from the same source. And hey, if they got a win here, you know, I would just hope that the Premier League are a serious enough organization to apply their own rules properly. But
And they're not, just see
something.
how badly this case failed. Just told me they're not serious at all, because I've been saying Man City are not going to go down without a fight. They have the best lawyers on the planet. Who do you think you are, Premier League? Point proven. One little discrimination thing, the whole case gets tossed. That's what I
Well,
said. Like,
the advantage they have, like in the 115 charges case, is that they chose their own. They're the ones who are making the ruling on that one. They chose their own panel of judges. I forget what they're called, a special
I
panel.
don't think it's gonna
That's
matter,
like the only thing. But if it like,
because they could, even if
even
they
if
lose,
they,
they can
even if
appeal.
they are, even if they break their own rules again to win, it's not gonna be a good look for them.
Like
It's
because Man City can appeal it, and then they're gonna create a separate court to judge that. Like
yeah,
it's just the L. Like them doing this, creating their own court to do this. Okay, sure. Then you might find them guilty. Then Man City would just appeal it, find a separate tribunal, and get it thrown out. It's just you. They're
also.
just kicking the can down the road. But hey,
Yeah, even if they do win, it's like other
mm-hmm,
Premier League clubs probably thinking along the same lines as Man City.
mm-hmm.
Like, hey, maybe it's time. I've been saying sue the Premier League for a long time, but more specifically the refs. But you know,
Sue the refs.
yeah, the refs, man, I hate the refs. But hey, at the end of the day, I don't. You know, when you like read more about something and more deeply, even when they're your ops, and you start to understand where they're coming from. That's been me over the period since they first got charged. At first, I'm like, yo, ban them, send them to League Three. Now I'm like, yeah, they probably won't do that.
That makes zero sense. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they can't just. It has to be for cause. They have to prove it. You know, maybe they're not actually guilty after all. You know,
it
but
doesn't matter if they're guilty. All that matters is what you can prove, man. Like I keep telling you,
I mean, oh
they
yeah.
have they
So
have the
yes,
best lawyers
they
on the.
are guilty, but
It's
the
like,
Premier League just isn't built
yeah,
that
you
to.
can't. You're not gonna catch them. You're just not.
Yeah,
That's the truth. If you want to catch them, do it too and win, like Chelsea was doing it until somebody decided to attack Ukraine, which I don't blame Russia for that, but still, the rest is
yeah,
history. But like I said, they were never gonna catch them. Never. Like the people who own Man City are some of the biggest businessmen in the world. They have access to the best lawyers, the best investigators, the best whatever you want to call it.
the best
So
fixers, the best boogeymen. No, I'm just
whatever,
playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But they do.
what
Yeah,
yeah, the best
best
machines,
everything.
the best
Everything.
communication systems, the best scouting departments, the best everything. So you don't think they have the best lawyers? Come on.
Well, we will be watching the case. You know,
Closely.
if they did break the rules, I hope hope. Anyways, next
Mm.
topic. We had a couple fun games. Spurs bottled a lead. Chelsea drew. Man U did not lose in their defense. Let's
And
start with Man U.
shout out Kai Havertz,
Kai
25
Havertz has
goals
been on fire.
in 25 appearances,
Hmm,
which
not good.
for the record, his last season at Chelsea, it's what I was saying. We don't have a good team, so he's not going to look good. So if he plays around a team that's actually decent. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
But carry on. Man U.
Man, you managed not to lose against Aston Villa.
Yeah. Ten Hag's job was on the line. And,
He always manages to do that every time.
yep.
Every time he gets a result to keep it going.
He thrives under pressure.
He is like I guess they're just really good. He's another person who's a can kicker for them. Like this, like today, I was expecting to open my phone around like 3 p.m. to some
Nah.
breaking news, but I searched, did not find anything, and that tells me everything I need to know.
Nope. They were in the meeting for
Not
7 hours.
anywhere. Yeah,
If you're going to fire someone, it probably takes 7 minutes tops. They
yeah,
were in the meeting for 7 hours. So,
yeah.
well,
They were planning something else, like their
mhm.
contingency plan, like whatever it was. There, he's not. He has survived this international break once again. Will live to lose another day. But yeah, I'm ten Hag in anyway, so we move. We move.
I mean, a coach got fired today. I thought it would be Ten Hag, but it wasn't.
Who got fired?
Jets
Oh,
coach. But that's, yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah. Ten, I'm looking at
Buttlers. The
yeah,
Buttlers.
yeah. Let's switch over to the bottlers. Spursy. Spurs blew a 2-0 lead, and they have officially become they've broken the record for the team who have bottled the most 2-0 leads to lose. A record 10 times in the Premier League.
Yeah.
3 ahead of the next best team, which I forgot what that team is, but are we surprised? This just more of the same from them. This
The
just is what they
Buttlers.
do. It's just you want to know what Spursy is? You watch this game. Like
It's
that's it.
funny
Like that
because
they just lose.
Timo Werner is a starter, but you watch him play, he like, I'm like, who is that? Who is that?
Um,
He looks like such a shell of what he used to be. Like it's not even like, oh my God. Like, uh
I think he
yeah.
had some big cojones coming back to England.
Well,
Just like
Spurs aren't asking him to do a lot.
yeah, I guess
So
there's less pressure, but it's like
there's
yo,
zero pressure.
you're
There's
still not
negative pressure.
good. You're still you can't score. You're a
Bro, he
striker
can't
who
score
can
to save his
score.
life. He
Like
can't
over
like
there
I
getting an
actually
assist.
watched that game. It should have been like 3-4 nil up if he could finish, put his chances away. Because Brighton plays a high line too. That's why they went up 2-0. But someone who can't stop scoring, Johnson,
Yeah, is it
6
5 games
games
in a
now.
row?
6.
Still, yeah. Wait, for he's a right winger. Okay,
Impressive.
that's
And what happened to Heung-min Son? I haven't been seeing him in the
I think he's injured.
lineup.
He's
Okay.
he's injured right now. How long is he out for? Mid
Yeah,
October.
I don't know how they lost
Yeah,
that game. Like I watched the first half of that game, and then I think like they after their second goal, I like fell asleep, and then like the game passed. I slept past the game, and then must have gone and be like doing something else because I found out the score of the game on like on Instagram with Expressions page because I was like, wait a minute. He's like, I am seething. I'm like, wait, but y'all won. I'm like, these guys didn't lose. So I had to go and check. Like, they lost. All you gotta do is look at Expressions page. Because I'm like, wait a minute, why is Expressions angry? Oh, they bottled it. No way. Wow.
They bought
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. The Bottle FC. Actually, it's not called Bottle FC anymore. It's just called Spursy.
Yeah, they're Spursy. That's it. Like I think they've passed on the Boxlade mantle to the next team we're going to talk about. But you know what? Another team. Maybe I should just have mercy on that because Man City are just way too good. I think that's the problem. If Man City didn't exist, or not that they didn't exist, if they were, if they were, I don't even know how Arsenal could win it. I don't know. It's just okay. Maybe if Arsenal were as good or as good as Liverpool were that one season, they could win.
It
So
wouldn't matter how good their players are. You know this.
it's more the coaching too, but
The
yeah,
mentality.
I just think it's starting to get. It's almost like I'm tired of bullying Arsenal. You know,
Nah, don't be tired. They
it's
deserve it.
well, I mean, you want to give Kai Havertz his props?
Oh, I already did. Yeah, I mean, I said it. Put him next to players that can play, and he looks good. How do you find out if a player can actually play? How does the NFL find out if their quarterback is actually good? They put dogs around him
Receivers.
and see what he can do. It's just like a striker. How do you know he's actually good? Well, put some dogs around him. Give him a Saka. Give him a Martinelli may be trash, but he's at 4 assists in a row. Give him a whatever it's called, Trossard. Give him a Odegaard. See what happens.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, who did he have at Chelsea back then? Mason Mount injured. Oh, Christian Pulisic injured. How Felix inconsistent, loney. Sterling, Mudryk.
Didn't he have Timo Werner?
No, Timo was already at Leipzig.
Wait, Timo and
I'm
Havertz?
talking about Kai's
Maybe.
last season at
Oh,
Chelsea.
okay, the season
That's
before.
the season everything went to crap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, who did we? Because he still scored the most goals for us, but I'm like, he scored 12 goals. So I'm like, who did we even have to give him these assists? Yeah. So
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Even if you are getting the regular chances, it's kind of like you're only as good as the weakest link, and that team had a bunch of weak,
yes, yes. Who is Arsenal's? Who's the weakest link on Arsenal right now?
probably Kai Havertz. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
That's what I'm saying. It's
As
hard.
the
Maybe
starter, and
the
there's
weakest
like
link and the starters. God, maybe Trossard.
Trossard's not a starter. He's a off the bench and
I
score
think he's a
player.
starter now
No, he's
because
not.
Odegaard is
He's not
injured.
starting over Jesus.
Yes, he is. He's been starting over Jesus. It's because he got the red card. That's why he was a starter in Man City. Trossard is a starter now for them, man.
Usually, this thing would tell me like their best 11 who's been starting, but for some reason, it's
Because
not.
you remember he started against Man City because he got that red card against Man City.
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of weak links in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's only like right in that team, especially in their lineup now without Odegaard. It's like the weak link is like Trossard. Like Timber is freaking really good. Like Martinelli, he's been assisting. Maybe he hasn't been scoring, but he's been assisting goals. And then
They,
Saka, obviously.
they,
So
they, they,
you could say Ben White maybe, but Ben White scored a hat trick against us, bro. So yeah, bro.
yeah, they built a really good team that it's always
Hmm.
going to be near the top of the league.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from them, Liverpool and Man City also won both of their games.
Liverpool,
It's looking like
Crystal Palace. Good lord.
it's starting to look like a three horse race if it wasn't already. Especially since I would like to say it like my Chelsea, like I don't think we can, but
I don't
probably.
like it. I don't like what Maresca said.
What did he say?
He said we can't compete with Arsenal and Man City right now. I call BS. I don't
I
like him
just
saying it.
even if it is true, don't say that.
Don't say it. Thank
Like
you. Don't
even
say it,
I
man.
don't like all this negativity. Oh, it's like giving
We
pre
can't compete with
excuses.
them. They've had 10 years to develop. Bro, we're Chelsea.
All you have to
All you
do
got
is
to do
tell
is
the
look at our history. We fired a coach when we were eighth and won the Champions League. We're not this. We're not. They're not like us. Like I need Maresca. I really, really, because I like him as a tactician, but I really, really need him to get it through his head, bro. Dominate every game. I don't care who you're playing. I don't care. That has to be his mentality. He can't just be like, "Oh, we can't compete with them, so we'll play a different tactic." No, bro.
yeah.
No.
No, nobody's trying to hear that at all.
Nobody's trying to, especially at this club. At this club, or what's the kid's name? I should get his name. The kid that there was the blonde hair kid that there was interviewed. Ask the blonde hair kid.
Is it
Ask
good?
him that question. Watch what he will tell you. Yes, yes, we should be able to compete with any team. Doesn't matter because we're Chelsea. That's your that if you just said we can compete with any team because of because of our pedigree, because we're Chelsea, and because of the quality of our players. Simple. I don't
That's
want to
it.
hear no. Oh, they've had 10 years. We've had 3 months. Man,
Yeah,
miss me with that.
I don't like that defeatist attitude.
Yeah.
Um,
Everything else he's done, good. Except just don't say that again. Don't say that, please. If he says that again, I'm actually gonna be pissed off. Because if he says that again, and then we start not winning games we should win.
it'll be like you gave permission. Like that's
Exactly.
it's like look, we're only 3 points behind Arsenal,
We're
and that's
fourth. We're good. That's
like
why I'm like
like I
I'm
don't
good with what
understand
he's done.
I
But
don't
just
understand that we
yeah,
can't compete. You know,
exactly.
literally are competing. Now, like if they ask them, like it'll be a dumb question to ask. Can they win? Like anybody can win at this
Anybody
point.
can win.
You know,
It's too early to even
like
say it.
I'd say there's clear favorites. You know, Man City,
Yes.
Arsenal, and then Liverpool are doing better
We are
than
not the favorites, obviously.
not us. We're the outside chance. You know,
Exactly. But
that's all. That's
if you
all
want
it
to
is.
ask
But don't
us,
just say we
can we
can't
compete
win.
with any team? Come on.
Yeah,
Like
that's like not something that the leader of a team should say.
at all. At all. But I'll give him credit. We're fourth place. So what
Yeah.
can I say? Even the Nottingham Forest game. Nottingham Forest is good, man. I'll even give him a pass. I told you Nuno Espirito Santo, he's doing something there. He's actually changed that club. They're a different team, bro. And their players are not, they're all right.
They were pretty solid, but it's just you know we've seen that Chelsea game 1,000 times. Dominate, they defend deep, they get a goal.
Bro,
But
they
hey, this
defended their
this time,
goalie.
the only thing is
Good
I can
God.
see improvement from the last couple seasons is that we didn't lose
No,
when
yeah. And
we
we
came
came back and tied. We didn't like fold and stuff like
we
that.
came back, fought, could have won it. Yeah,
Absolutely
could
could
have
have won.
lost it too.
Could have
But
lost it
we
too.
came back like
Absolutely.
in past seasons we'll go down 2-0.
Yeah.
So
We probably lose to a not 10 man team,
mm,
Nottingham Forest too.
yeah.
Because bro, they were still attacking.
They
They
still
were
had
still
some good
attacking.
chances.
And that's like what I'm really impressed. It shows you that They actually have a system.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Unlike a certain Manchester
They have a
United,
system.
they're good.
Like you said, a certain Man U. One day they're pressing, the other day they're sitting back, the next day they're keeping the ball, the other day they're chasing the ball around the pitch. Yeah.
But anyways, before we wrap up, do you care to comment on what is going on at Newcastle United?
I've been commenting all year. Eddie Howe out. Out. Right now. Yesterday. Those players, those players are much better than whatever he's doing over there. Sandro Tonali cost 80, 90 million player from Milan. They were calling him the next Kaká. You got Anthony Gordon, England international. You got Alexander Isak. I think he should be fine. He was injured, I think, but he should be fine. You have some superstar talent. It is inexcusable. You got Trip. You got Chelsea talent, Livermento, Lewis Hall. We could use those players.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno Guimaraes, a superstar stud midfield player. Eddie Howe out, bro. That's my take on it. You know I've been saying this since when? Since he got rid of Saint Maximin. It was the downfall of. I said it. They haven't gotten better.
Yeah.
Newcastle under Eddie Howe looked best with Alan Saint Maximin. Am I wrong or wrong? They were beating Newcastle. Sorry, they were beating Man City. They were beating us. They were beating Man U back then.
Yeah.
And as soon I screamed, I said, "Why would you do that to your team?" Like same Maximan, I understand. Okay, he's not Messi, but just the way he played, the drive, his passion, his connection with the Newcastle fans. I was watching that, and then you actually get a good team, and then you're like, I should say, your spiritual leader of the team, you remove him. What has happened to Newcastle? You tell me, Shax. They were supposed to finish fourth last season, but they finished below us. So I've been screaming for like 2 years now. Why would you get rid of Saint Maximan, bro? Why?
I don't know.
Reap the cost. Reap the cost now.
Well, first of all, on me personally, I'm not getting rid of Maximin. But I think the problem is like his off field, whatever. But I'm like, a player like that, it doesn't matter. As long as they're not breaking any
Does
rules.
not matter, man.
Like if they're not training well, who cares? As long as on the pitch they're performing.
His home goes
That's just
against Man
what I
City.
think. I
Like,
don't have any.
you crazy?
But also, as far as Newcastle goes, if you ask me what's going on with Newcastle, I don't know. I don't care.
Fire the coach.
Mid-table team for me.
It's simple. Like, because just the fact that you don't know what's going on, it's on Eddie Howe. Because your team is not getting better, and your team has much better talent than it did when you had Saint Maximin. What's up with that? I mean, much better talent.
Honestly,
way better talent.
The talent they have, that it only, like, if you really want to deep dive into it, it's probably just the coach. Like, I mean, look at that squad.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
They're just not playing up to par, and
Nope.
you know what that means. It's
nope. And the more this keeps going on, you can pretty much tell those players are pretty much, but they're checked out of that coach, bro. I've been saying it for 2 seasons. Eddie Howe, when are you going to prove that you're a top 4 coach? He did coach in the top 4 that one time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they
cool. Then what did they do? They beat PSG in the Champions League. Cool.
But they didn't. Did they make it out the group stage though?
No.
Yeah, they didn't.
No, of course not.
He
Did
needs
nothing.
he needs to take a leaf out of what's his name? Well, we shall see what Aston Villa do, but at least
Um,
Aston Villa, I know how good they are. Newcastle,
here's
I just
here's my advice to
needs
Newcastle:
to.
fire Eddie Howe like now. Text him. The owner needs to text him, call him, be like, "Yeah, you're done." All right, and then call Graham Potter right now, and hire him before England steals him. That's all I gotta say.
Or United.
Or United, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
I just
or or hear me out. If United snakes Graham Potter, call Tuchel. Tuchel would love that team. Oh, Tuchel would love to work with that Newcastle. You see that squad? Isak, Bruno, Sandro Tonali. Come on, man. Come
yeah,
on. That
I,
squad will be top four. Tuchel take over that squad, they'll finish top four.
yeah, I don't know what the Newcastle what they're requiring of him, but whatever
They're
it
not.
is, I don't
They've
think he's
never
living up
they've
to it.
they've never been in this position, bro.
Yeah,
They have a
like
billionaire owner for the
their
first
bare
time ever.
minimum should
They
just be competing for top four right now, but they can't even do that
they can't
consistently.
even do that. That's the scary part. You can't even do that. No, that's been straight up my advice. I mean, I've been saying this for years now, and now I really get to double down. Get that guy out of your club, and you'll be better instantly.
Been there since November 2021.
Just don't hire Gareth
He's
Southgate.
qualified for the Champions League one time. Yeah, that's not a good look.
But I can totally see Man U hiring Gareth Southgate.
Yeah. See Man U hiring
Yeah, yeah. Because I
Southgate?
said Newcastle, whatever you do, don't hire Gareth Southgate.
Oh,
But I,
oh, oh, oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, not
That's
him.
the wrong guy. That's
Anyone.
like going from if Southgate is the last person on the board, keep Eddie Howe. Keep
Yeah.
Eddie Howe for another season. But bro, get rid of him right now. Time is ticking. Allegri is out there. Tuchel is out there. Graham Potter is out there. Time is ticking. Tick tock. Right now. Actually, I would go outside the box if I was the owner. I would go hire Cesc Fabregas from Como in Italy, who promoted a no-name team to Serie A. Hire him.
That would be nice to see.
Like,
I love
hire him.
the Premier League. No. I just don't think
They
they're not
won't
going to
do it. They
consider
won't do it. They won't do it.
because they're not under any type of pressure. He's not
None.
under any type of pressure. They're probably
No.
just gonna
Because
just
the,
let it
the
rock,
fans
but
don't understand what they have. They don't understand what they have.
they
Like,
just
bro, they've never been this good in their history.
you know,
Besides Alan Shearer. And Alan Shearer, they weren't really winning Premier Leagues like that. Like, so just saying.
well,
If do you want to be in the Premier League or do you want to challenge for top four? And you have the players to do it, just not the mindset or the coach. Yeah, and the fans aren't really pressuring the coach. What are they gonna say? This is the best they've ever done in like their history. As bad as seventh place is to us, that's great for them.
well,
Yeah,
hopefully Newcastle do listen.
I'll keep
It's
saying it though.
a serious coach, but until then,
Mhm. They
I
will
am
not never accomplish
convinced that
anything.
they will probably just be a top half team.
And soon, players like Isak, players like Bruno, players like
They're
Sandro Tonali, they're gonna get hungry. They're gonna be going to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea. So time is ticking.
well, if you have made it this far, thank you for making it to the end of yet another episode. Once again, drop a like, comment, subscribe, share. We will be back in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And until then, peace.
Thank you.